Good evening. It's Facebook Love. How are you? I believe this is 62 today. I believe Monday, 9 weeks ago, I moved my office home. And I've been working all afternoon, and this is a lovely way to end that and move toward the evening. I hope you're doing okay. I feel like I'm starting to ask things like, how are you holding up? And an image came to me yesterday on a call with friends about what this time is like, and it's like we're in a cocoon, like we're becoming something new, and we're probably dissolving while we're figuring out what happens next. I was fascinated by cocoons and butterflies for years before I learned the most unusual part. I, as a child, believed that a caterpillar just went into the cocoon and sort of grew some new parts, but I never really thought about it or studied it. And then many years later, I was reading about them, and the caterpillar completely dissolves and rearranges itself into a butterfly. It sounds a little grim, but it's also a miracle. So I'm messing around with that image in my brain. I have a couple poems for you this evening. One from Maggie Smith and one from Maya Angelou. The first one from Maggie Smith is called, "You Could Never Take a Car to Greenland." My daughter says, unless the car could float, unless by car you mean boat, unless the ocean turned to ice and promised not to crack, unless Greenland floated over here, having lifted its anchor, unless we could row our country there, our whole continent would have to come along, wouldn't it? Unless we cut ourselves free. What kind of saw could we use for that? What kind of oars could deliver one country to another? She asks. Why is Greenland called Greenland if it's not green? Why is Iceland called Iceland if it's greener than Greenland? Unless it's a trick, a lie. The name Greenland is an ad for Greenland. Who would go promise nothing but ice? Who would cut her home to pieces and row away for that? You Could Never Take a Car to Greenland by Maggie Smith from 2017. This one by Maya Angelou is called On the Pulse of Morning. A rock, a river, a tree, hosts to species long since departed, marked the mastodon, the dinosaur, who left dried tokens of their sojourn here on our planet floor. Any broad alarm of their hastening doom is lost in the gloom of dust and ages. But today, the rock cries out to us clearly, forcefully, "Come, you may stand upon my back and face your distant destiny. But seek no haven in my shadow. I will give you no hiding place down here. You, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance, your mouths spilling words armed for slaughter. The rock cries out to us today, you may not stand upon me. I'm sorry. You may stand upon me, but do not hide your face. You may stand upon me, but do not hide your face. On the Pulse of Morning by Maya Angelou. Both of those really meant something to me. The one about Iceland and Greenland and a child trying to understand things that seem very obviously lies. I feel that way all the time. Certain things that are said, especially in public life, they just are lies. And what do we do? That's hard. Somebody asked me today if it was true that 90,000 Americans have died so far. 90,000 Americans have died in like 8 weeks, 9 weeks. It's not a lie. Those are each individuals. And this idea of long departed things that are still real, that have left their evidence behind, and that they speak as well. That we must listen. That we should pay attention to what we have done, how we're doing it. Make better choices. I'm trying. This is Facebook Love. I'll see you again soon.